for this man. But have to see how it goes up against the edge guarder himself, Mr. BassMage. You know, Zelda kind of can struggle sometimes with recovery, just given that the teleport kind of has a lot of
also being rather the startup of her moves aren't really the fastest. I mean, I'm trying to find a better. I'm trying to find a better way of saying like slow, but
but she is slow. Like that's exactly what she is. She is hella slow. It's an issue. Like, people always think of Puff as the winner in this matchup, though there is a lot of counterplay that you can do as the pink Puffball. As long as you're in your face and the speed, don't give NaNo the time to set up these Phantoms, then you should be doing fine. But we have some of the Phantoms right now, but BassMage picking to go on top of the platform.
That pivot grab, that was amazing.
Gets the heel kick in there as well. The perfect spacing here from NaNo, bringing it back.
Suddenly, now BassMage is at kill percent. So I think he has to be careful. Oh, that greedy dash attack coming in, really not helping. But again, it didn't really hurt him. He's at 104% off stage. What is BassMage gonna do? Constantly back airing, constantly building that wall of back air right there, but gets center stage control. NaNo, suddenly the situation has flipped. Who's gonna win? The table has been turned.
It's a tricky one for BassMage right now as the one being juggled. Zelda has a lot of tools to cover the ground with the Phantom and then also put on the pressure with the up air. But the back air from BassMage, we kept swinging with it and it had to hit eventually. Once he gets it from that center stage, he's going to be able to take this stock. Has the potential now to really take a lead here if we can see some kind of rest
battle
setup.
Of whose kicks is stronger, basically.
Who's got the better feet? Showing it off with the heel right there. NaNo gets that forward.
Oh my god.
Keeping it nice and tight. BassMage not going to be able to roll through this one. It's a Japanese tournament. Every player, no matter the character, is going to be a challenge.
NaNo's opt for the dash attack is really interesting because I think the way he's playing right now, he's trying to just like catch the landing by both using the Phantom and also the dash attack because it's a long-lasting move for sure. However, so far I feel like that's the only remarkable. That's not. I'm sorry. That sounds negative, but I guess that just stood out. That just stands out the most. But also at the same time, I just realized that NaNo's been also trying to go for turnaround up tilt to anticipate the landing or the roll, which would then connect to either an up air or like back air fair. So again, greedy, trying to kill Perf really early. That hit like a truck, by the way, just now.
So good at lining up these forward airs to get that sweet spot. But it's exactly as you say. If NaNo has BassMage in the air, all you really want to try and do is get that anti-air. Like hit with some kind of move that keeps him up in the air or hits him into your confirms to get your stocks taken. Dash attack, doing beautifully. BassMage in a really struggling position right now because you need to come in and get this back air. Able to get it there. Another thing that BassMage has been doing well in the matchup, though, is disarming the Phantom before it has a chance to hit. We see him coming in on the top while NaNo is charging it, going in with these down airs and just completely disarming Phantom before it has a chance to strike. So as long as we're at this distance, though, NaNo can keep chucking him out.
BassMage is not just walling NaNo with back air just to off stage. I mean, he's also doing it when he lands. Oh, the Phantom hitbox. That's an interesting one because depending on how much you charge it, Phantom either swings from below or from above. So he uses like he used a little uncharged Phantom to hit BassMage coming from above. That was really smart stuff coming from NaNo. Really adapted to the situation, but he doesn't have a jump right now.
It's an unfortunate position. We'll have to see if Pace is able to get that up air on the recovery. Almost gets it on the neutral getup. Would have surely been a rest. And that's something you always have to worry about against Puff. Like, oh no!
The hard read F smash.
Jesus.
Popping.
He's proud about that one. He's proud about it. Yes!
He's popping off for that one.
I beat the Japanese Zelda. Let's go. It's a tough one. I will say it's a very stressful matchup for Puff.
Yeah.
When you're playing up against the Zelda. So, BASS. He's keeping it alive with that F smash. You can almost feel that NaNo was like trying to prep a parry there in that situation. Yeah. Was probably able to get a really nice punish if he had it, but the timing was just a little bit off. Puff does take a little bit of wind back to start up that F smash, so if you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it.
Was that the first time he used a grounded move that whole game?
Quite potentially. Besides like going in for like quick jabs and 1-2, that's like the first smash attack at least that I've seen, or at least the first one that connected definitely. All the other kills are back air, and that's all you really can do as Puff. So he's playing well in that first game. Gonna keep his run alive as long as he can. 2 more is all he needs against this Zelda.
I mean, it was a really strong start coming off of BassMage, and NaNo was definitely not happy with that one. So I hope the second game will change change something. Interesting stage choice.
Ballsy stage pick from NaNo.
makes sense because he doesn't want to give Puff all the room to recover, and also Zelda's coverage of options there would be great. But
you just sent Puff to her strongest edge guarding stage. Smashville is
true.
so small. If you get sent over the stage, you can get sent off the stage from any point here. It's so small, so easy to get off, and BassMage is just the king when it comes to edge guarding with this character. So it's usually a comfort pick for NaNo because they like to be able to cover the entire stage with Phantom. But you're not playing this game on stage. You're playing this game off stage.
yeah.
Doing very well right now, Joe, trying to get with this side beast just to keep the pressure on base.
But you realize just now that these players are landing rather fast compared to the first game. They know they have to, or else they'll soon get punished really hard for it.
Yeah. But the guy's just great at juggling here.
Jump is a scarce, you know, jump is a resource that runs out. Puff just has more than other characters, but at what cost, you know? Oh, that chop coming from NaNo, but really didn't connect, but the back air does.
There's a nice little hit there.
Oh, that was a rather risky up B, but he did make it. Oh, the startup of the move is so slow, though.
This is where the edge guard comes into play. Zelda is a character that can be edge guarded as long as you have the right timing before the teleport procs, and BassMage with Puff is able to get there and get those aerials right close to the blast zone. That's what what this stage does. It almost feels like a BassMage kind of pick at this point.
NaNo's pivot grab has been some of the craziest stuff I've seen, like over the past year. I think.
Oh!
Is that it?
Yes, sir!
Okay.
What a carry for the punish from that neutral B. Thought that you'd be able to dispel all the pressure by going invincible and spinning around. BassMage was ready, though. He was sitting there waiting and got a string all the way to the side of the blast zone, man.
It's not even commentator's curse at this point. It's just whenever I say something, like, I don't know, the situation just fast forwards by itself. So I don't know, I'm not sure all right now, but about for how fast that match turned out. Again, as you said, it's a really strong stage for Puff. So let's hope NaNo is able to kick back and show something, show something off of his sleeve, because it is going to turn into a 3-0 if he doesn't show something right now.
We had a great match in that first one there at Holy Bastion. Like, things were close until BassMage just got that one F smash, and you can call it a read, you can call it a lucky shot, but still able to take the game with it. NaNo now, though, going to pick a bit of a bigger stage here with a small battlefield, still being able to play with the Phantom enough to cover these platforms and to cover the side of the stage, but here comes Bass with a pound, not able to follow up from it, though. Very unfortunate, because you need to capitalize on those moments that you get in, because they are far and in between against this character.
All of his pounds he's been trying to clank with it, but unfortunately he's been getting hit. So, what the rest?
That's the first rest all day. There we go.
A little early to rest, but you know what? It's a great start, It's a great start of this match.
Starting off hot. As long as the rest are coming out, it almost makes you think that he's now catching on or has enough of a download to what NaNo's, options are and disadvantage, but it doesn't matter how much you can read against Zelda. Eventually the Phantom's going to hit that swing on you. It is such a large move, and against Puff, kills way too early. Trying to disarm it again with that down air, but wasn't fast enough. NaNo able to get the shield out, keeping the pressure alive.
However, NaNo still able to get to second stock. It's only, what? It's only 45. Oh, now, as I said, a 57% difference. Surely a 1-2 hit combo coming from Zelda will be able to turn the tables.
Absolutely.
So let's just.
You're still gonna play safe against this character. The kill options on Zelda are absolutely insane.
You should.
BassMage's gonna have to play around. We can't exactly get rest unless it's on a really bad disadvantage option. Just gonna have to swing with these back airs right now. It's a difficult position to be in, though, because if we're swinging with back airs, NaNo's gonna be able to space us, get his own. Nice little forward air, getting the sweet spot. We're already up to 80%. It's looking like Puff kill percent. BassMage has to play this one really carefully on top of that platform. And you can see that NaNo also places the Phantom in such a way, or in a position, should I say, that it covers the platform as well. That big upswing, even if you're on top of the platform, you're still gonna get hit by the Phantom sword. Oh, no.
You think bottom of the platform is the safest position in this stage? It actually isn't, with how NaNo's just swinging that Phantom right there. So, BassMage really struggling to land right now, which is something that you wouldn't expect for how strongly he started off this game. So,
if we can just get back to the ground at least once, or more specifically take a stock, but it's going to be NaNo taking the stock first with that forward air. Biding their time perfectly, playing the spacing game against the Puff. You don't want to go in on this little pink ball. BassMage still not able to take the stock here. Another dash attack, not going to do it from the other side of the stage. Can we catch the recovery this time?
It really wasn't just BassMage who downloaded NaNo. It's also NaNo slowly adapting to BassMage's comfort zone, I would say.
Getting real comfortable in this one, especially comfortable at these higher percents. If we can keep onto this rage for a little longer, you're going to see Puff fly from those forward air sweet spots a lot sooner. Ooh, dash attack whiffing again, getting the weak spot as well. Really struggling to take stock forward air. We just keep sending NaNo from one side of the stage to the other, but never to the blast zone.
Unfortunately, parries, but cannot find a punish for that one.
There
But the
we go.
fair does the job. Fairly even, I would say, even now. A good combo coming off for Puff would be able to do it. However, it's a matter of whether he can find the opening. Oh, the patience coming from BassMage. Something that you need right there. His tag really showing his mindset right now. He has to play calm, or he is playing calm, I'll say.
Calm, cool, and collected have to approach this one because in that last one we got him up to like around 150%, but at 43%, NaNo's kind of where BassMage wants him. If we can confirm into a rest right here, it's a stock. So it's that weird thing about Puff. You have two different windows of kill percent. There's rest kill percent and then there's aerial kill percent.
Oh!
But we are in aerial kill percent of Zelda right now. That forward is going to allow NaNo to take a game off of base.
Oh. I thought I got cardiac arrest after hearing that one. That was definitely not good on my heart.
That sound
yeah.
is
Yeah,
killer.
especially when it's
nice.
bass boosted on your headphones. Really isn't the case. But props to NaNo for taking that game. Surely that must have given him a little bit of a confidence boost right there. In fact, now BassMage looks a little anxious, honestly, on camera. He's shaking right now.
You're probably hoping that he still had access to Smashville after knowing that NaNo likes to pick it as a counterpick stage. But once we saw the end of that game too, I think NaNo is straight up banning that stage. We do not want to see Puff get her edge guard capability back on their side. But
Cheering for both players, because at the end of the day, what commentators want is a good game to commentate, you know?
it's a sick match so far. It's been very well. And a very close one indeed. I like the NaNo here is actually showing that we can take games against the international powerhouse that is BassMage. So only 2 more games if he's going to keep the winners run going. But Bass coming in with a vengeance. These pounds, he keeps getting them, but not following up. You'd think that Puff Pound is a move that pretty much confirms into at least one other aerial, but never able to get it. NaNo just playing really well on disadvantage right now. Uh-oh.
Downer. Interesting option. Oh my god.
It's a tricky one if we're able to get those. The first weak hit of a forward aerial or back aerial that I've seen from NaNo today.
Zelda really showing, NaNo really showing off his Zelda kicks right there. Oh my god.
The pivot grabs as well.
Pivot grabs as well. Oh.
Everything's there. And you need to use all your tools. This is Zelda. Like Zelda, both of these characters like solidly in like a mid side of the thing. If you're not using every single tool that your character has in their possession, then you're not going to be able to keep them going in this competitive nature.
I haven't seen Zelda throw out this much Phantom in like a long while because, I mean, it's only possible because both characters aren't the fastest, but also at the same time, they really like to play in different zones, you know?
Yeah.
NaNo really wants to maximize the space between the Zelda and Jigglypuff. As for BassMage, he has to get in. The roll read does not come.
NaNo's not going to give you that reading disadvantage. No siree. Gonna have to get this one of the nice clean back air, but finding that back air, such a struggle right now for Bass. Gonna be able to do the tomahawk into the grab though, building up a bit more damage because we need that damage if we're gonna get him with a stray aerial. How are we gonna settle this ledge trap? Wanting this up tilt. Late pound on the shield, perfect. Even if you're parrying that pound, perfectly spaced from BassMage. Gonna be able to get the nair as a follow-up. Oh no, really? I mean, I knew that Zelda up there was a kill. I mean, it is Puff at 150. Let's be honest. that was gonna happen inevitably at the end of the day.
Yeah, we should have saw it coming. But anyways,
what? No way! Every single one of NaNo's neutral fees that goes unhitting. BassMage has been able to punish perfectly, getting the rest of that down air as well. A perfectly placed rest.
Oh heck no, bro! Someone put my jaw back. Oh my god! What was that?
Starting it up again now, wanting to use. You think the neutral B would be something that NaNo's a bit scared to use right now, knowing that how BassMage can punish it. Especially now we're at these percents. BassMage sitting back, waiting for NaNo to throw out a bad option in disadvantage, so the rest might come into fruition. Get another down air, forward air, nair.
Oh, okay. He has to land right now. BassMage was definitely prepared for a greedy like stage recovery, but NaNo still playing calm, even with the percentage deficit.
The spacing on these backers has been absolutely insane for BassMage. Even when he's standing at that roll distance for NaNo to come back off of the stage to get his rest, and then throwing these back airs at such a distance that NaNo's not able to punish on shield, BassMage is playing beautifully around Zelda right now. That'll do it!
Nice to the Nair. Okay.
An uneventful closeout for the Royal of Nair there, but BassMage is going to take this one in 3-1 fashion, continuing his winners run at Umebura.
Yeah, props to BassMage, but just judging from the expression of NaNo, you can tell he was definitely not prepared for how it ended. I'm sure he had more things up his sleeve, so I hope he shows that.
Yeah.
Shows